And Young Buzz, welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the lives of our favorite idols and uncover the little details that make them who they are. Today, we're going to talk about someone who doesn't just shine as a main vocalist, but also as the heartbeat and mood maker of 17, Seungkwan. If you're a carrot, you already know how important Seungkwan is to the group. But if you're new, prepare yourself. Because this is a story filled with passion, humor, and inspiration. Let's start with where it all began. Seungkwan was born in Busan, but grew up in Jeju, and honestly, that already makes his story stand out. Jeju is known for its beautiful landscapes and more laid-back lifestyle. Not exactly the first place you'd imagine a K-pop idol being scouted. But destiny has a funny way of working out. His teacher recorded him singing at a school song festival, uploaded the video, and that's how he was discovered. Imagine that. Your teacher puts up a video of you, and next thing you know, you're on the path to becoming one of the strongest vocalists in K-pop. What really impresses me is that Seungkwan didn't originally think about becoming a singer. Growing up in Jeju, it wasn't something he imagined for himself. But when the opportunity came, he grabbed it, trained for over 3 years, and eventually debuted with 17. And here's the wild part. JYP actually offered him a spot, but he turned it down and went with Pledis. That decision alone could be a whole what-if scenario. Can you picture Seungkwan in a completely different group? I honestly can't, because his personality and talent feel so perfectly matched with 17. Now let's talk about what makes him so special in the group. Seungkwan isn't just the main vocalist, though let's be real, his voice alone is enough to earn him that spotlight. He's also the mood maker, the one who lifts the energy when things get tough. He has this natural comedic timing, often mimicking voices or joking around to make members laugh when they're down. And yet, behind all that humor is someone very sensitive. He gets deeply moved at concerts, really takes lyrics to heart, and has admitted that one of his biggest fears is not being noticed. That vulnerability makes him incredibly relatable. Like, we see this confident, funny, and talented guy on stage, but he's still just human, with insecurities that many of us share. And here's something I find really charming. Seungkwan remembers all the members' birthdays. Can you imagine being in such a big group and still keeping track of everyone's special day? That shows how caring he really is. He's not just thinking about himself, he's constantly thinking about others. And to me, that explains why fans call him generous. It's not just a name, it's who he is. I also love how hardworking and determined he is. Before Boom Boom, he lost 7 kilograms. Not because he felt pressured, but because he wanted to show his best self on stage. That dedication shows how much he respects his role as an idol and how much he wants to give fans his very best. What do you guys think about idols taking those extra steps? Do you find it inspiring, or do you worry it puts too much pressure on them? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And let's not forget, Seungkwan is an entertainer through and through. He's been part of variety shows like Unexpected Q and Prison Life of Fools, and even won a Rookie Entertainer Award in 2018. That's huge, because it proves he's more than just a singer. He's an all-around entertainer who can adapt to different settings. Personally, I think his variety show appearances really show off his true personality. Fun, witty, and warm. But beneath all that humor and stage presence, Seungkwan has this really introspective side too. For example, on days when he finishes work early, he likes to walk alone, just breathing in the air and not thinking about anything. That's so grounding, right? It reminds us that idols, despite their busy and high-energy lives, also need quiet moments to recharge. I can totally relate to that. Sometimes, just walking alone and feeling the world around you can be the best therapy. And I can't move on without mentioning his hobbies. Seungkwan's interests are so diverse. He's into volleyball, basketball, calligraphy, even musical singing. He's the kind of person who doesn't just stick to one lane. He's curious and wants to be good at everything. And honestly, you can see that energy in how he approaches life. He really tries to give his all, no matter what he's doing. What really fascinates me, though, is the meaning behind his name. Bu means adult, Seung means success, and Kwan means generous. Together, it means a generous successor, And doesn't that perfectly capture who he is? He works hard to succeed, but also tries his best to stay generous, giving back energy and love to people around him. It's almost poetic how his name matches his character. Now here's a question for you guys. What side of Seungkwan do you love most? His powerful vocals, his funny mood maker energy, or his sensitive and thoughtful side? For me, I think it's the balance. The way he can make you laugh 1 second, then move you to tears with his singing the next. It's rare to find that in one person, but Seungkwan has it. Alright, let's keep going, because Seungkwan's story and personality go even deeper than this. One thing we can't ignore is just how important Seungkwan has been in shaping 17's image as a group. He's not only the main vocalist, but he's also like the unofficial spokesperson at times. Whether it's on variety shows, interviews, or even live broadcasts, he has this way of engaging with people that makes 17 feel approachable and genuine. That's such a valuable trait because not every group has someone who can balance humor, sincerity, and professionalism all at once. And speaking of his vocals, let's talk about how versatile his singing really is. Seungkwan's voice can go from powerful high notes that shake you to your core to soft and emotional tones that break your heart. When you listen to songs like Don't Wanna Cry or Hug, you can feel how much he pours his soul into every line. He once said he takes lyrics seriously and connects them to his own emotions. And you can hear that. It's one thing to sing well, but it's another to make people feel something. And Seungkwan definitely does that. What's also so fun about him is his personality on stage versus off stage. On stage, he's this powerhouse vocalist, confident and commanding. But off stage, he's playful, sensitive, and sometimes even a little silly. Like the time he handed out tangerines to reporters at 5 a.m. without anyone asking. Who does that? It's such a small gesture, but it shows his kindness and thoughtfulness. It's no wonder fans call him generous. And let's be real, Seungkwan being friends with idols like Astro's Moonbin, The Boys' Haknyeon and Juyeon, and Gravity's Serim and Alan just shows how loved he is outside of 17 too. He's the kind of person who makes genuine connections, and that says a lot about his character. His energy isn't just for the cameras, it's who he is in real life. I also find it really admirable that his role model is Kim Junsu. Seungkwan respects how Junsu balanced group activities, musicals, and solo projects, and that's exactly the path Seungkwan wants to follow. You can tell he's setting himself up not only to shine with 17, but also to carve out a solo career one day. Personally, I think he has everything it takes. Do you guys see Seungkwan doing more musicals or solo projects in the future? I feel like he'd absolutely kill it on stage in a musical. Another thing I can't help but notice is how his fashion sense reflects his personality. He likes refreshing styles, big silhouettes, and even clothes with food pictures on them. It's quirky, fun, and so Seungkwan. It's like his wardrobe itself tells us he doesn't take himself too seriously, and I love that about him. And let's not forget his sensitivity. He gets really moved at concerts, especially when he sees fans. That emotional connection between him and Carrots is so genuine. I think that's why fans love him so much, because he doesn't just perform for us, he shares his heart with us. Every time he's on stage, it feels like he's saying thank you through his music. So here's my question to you. What do you think Seungkwan's biggest strength is? Is it his vocals, his humor, his sensitivity, or his leadership? For me, it's the fact that he's the complete package. He doesn't just excel in one area, he gives his all in every part of his life, and it shows. And of course, join the discussion in the comments. I'll be checking them out, and maybe even replying to some. This has been Anyang Buzz, and as always, thank you for watching. Until next time, stay happy, stay positive, and keep buzzing with love for K-pop.